Yeah, the old dude's gonna be eating good. We got utility shrimp. These are about 25 or 30 per pound. Got some big shrimp back there that I butterflied. 2 catfish fillets. Cooked crawfish tails. Cornbread with Old Bay seasoning mixed in it when I baked it. Seasoned blend vegetables. So what is the old dude going to be fixing? That is the question. Welcome back to A Country Boy Can Cook. Hey, if this is your first time to watch one of my videos, please subscribe, and thank you for being here to take a little bit of the old dude's cooking. Maybe you can make something of it. I hope my recipes are good. And if you're a member that's been here for a long time, thank you for being part of it and helping support this channel. So today we're going to make stuffed catfish. The stuffing's going to be displayed around here. Shrimp, I've already chopped and cleaned and chopped off the tail. Crawfish with the fat, they've already been cooked. And I trimmed the catfish. I was the 2 fillets I'm going to stuff. And this was a little bit of the trimmings off of it. Nothing goes to waste at the old dude's house. Plus it has lots of flavor in it. So I've got a skillet. Turn the camera around here. I've got a skillet right here. Yeah, you can see it. And I'm going to put some softened butter into it. It doesn't have to be softened, but I've had this sitting here for about 2 hours this morning. Oh, it is soft butter. And I'm going to put it into the pan. About a half a stick. There you go. That'll help tie everything in together. Alright, in goes the shrimp. The crawfish, they're already cooked, but they'll be cooked along to go in this dressing. And a lot of people make this dressing instead of turkey dressing. This is a seafood dressing people will make. I've never made that myself, but I'm going to today. I'll have a little bit left over, so we'll try it out. I'll turn this heat up to about medium. We're just going to kind of pre-cook everything. There's no seasoning on here except that the crawfish has first been boiled. So I'm not going to put any salt or pepper or anything. I won't do that till the end, just to make sure everything's together. Alright. Put a little cook time on them, we'll be back. Alright. These have been cooking for about 5 minutes. I went ahead and turned it up on high. I'm going to be here. I'm not like I've got to go anywhere, so don't have to leave the room or anything, so I can man it, just to keep it on high. I just want some of the catfish and the shrimp to start getting opaque, because they're going to be put into the dressing and cooked later on. So, all right. So next, boys, it's going to be this great value seasoning blend. I actually used this for the first time in my dressing, Thanksgiving dressing this year. I've already made and in the freezer. Get this open here. I'm just going to dump it all in there. It's already chopped. It's not cooked. But I got news for you. If under the broiler it doesn't cook with that fish, something's wrong. Now in my Thanksgiving dressing, I browned this seasoning mix with some onions and some celery and a couple of bell peppers. It was just added. And I did saute it in with this butter in a skillet. I've got a video on that. Also got a video on me making this cornbread that's gonna go. I wanted to make sure it had lots of flavor, so the cornbread here, of course it's dry. I've had it out in the cabinet 3 days, letting it dry. I added some seafood seasoning to it. Old Bay, not a lot, just a little. Jump ahead that way. As a matter of fact, when I made my my dressing for my Thanksgiving, I put poultry seasoning in my cornbread. Gave it a jump start, and it was great. I'm gonna cook this down just a little bit more. I want a little moisture in it because it's gonna soak up in the cornbread. Some of this liquid starts to disappear. I'm going to add the cornbread to it. They'll all get happy at that time. They say, hey, this is a party. Let me bring you back. All right. You can see here I've pushed all the meat, vegetables to one side. And what do we have left over? We have wonderful fish stock, seafood stock, freshwater stock, whatever you want to call it, we've got it. Made in the pan with these vegetables. No need to dirty up another pan and do this bouillon and boil the tails and all that. You got it right here. Plus this dressing is not going to be really wet. It's just going to be wet enough that I can mold it in my hand to put it on top of the catfish. All right. Next boys into the party. This dried, crumbly, yeah, I might as well get it all. Dried and crumbly cornbread. It won't take long to soak this up, I guarantee you. I'm going to turn it down. I'm just going to turn it off, matter of fact. I see a lot of people doing cream cheese in their dressings for the table, and also the stuff fish with. I love cheese, don't get me wrong, but not on my fish. And I think they just use it as a binder because once it's cooked down, it's kind of pulls off. It's moldable. But the cornbread dressing, the cornbread in this dressing will do the same. The pan is off, and it's just kind of steaming, getting rid of some of the moisture. No onions, no anything is needed at this point. Got one other item here we'll add to it, just to give it a little flavor. Well, it's looking good. Smells like a wonderful smell. All right. And if you're new to my channel, first time watching, I really appreciate you being here. I'm going to add a little bit of cream of celery soup. Just a little, I don't know how much. We'll see here in a minute. This is called cooking by the seat of their pants. There is no recipe in the description. You can see what I'm using. There's no hidden stuff. It's just me cooking. What you see is what you get. An old dude that loves to cook. And if you're new to the channel and you wonder why I'm sitting down, well, I've explained that on lots of videos, but I had a heart event a year ago. I came home right at Thanksgiving. I was in rehab in hospital for over a month. My heart shorted out, so lost my ability to walk and talk and hardly do anything. But anyway, I'm back, so See, if you wonder why I'm sitting down, I can walk now, but it's easier to cook sitting down. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit more cream of celery. You might as well add the whole thing. Don't be stingy. All right. I got plenty more on the shelf where it come from, so I think this is about it. This is gonna let's add the moisture. Once this cools down, I'm gonna add an egg to it. It's just gonna be a while before it cools off. Literally put this in a pan right now and it would bake and make dressing with no egg, I believe. But I'm going to put one egg in it just to make sure that it binds together and doesn't fall apart when it is cooking on top of my fish. We're going to broil these fish in the oven. I've got two wild caught channel cat. They're bigger ones. They were probably 3 to 4 pound fish, and they're out of Louisiana. You can get farm raised or you can get wild caught. These are wild caught. I like the taste of them better. Yeah, they have a little bit more of a fish flavor. That's why I want them. They say catfish doesn't have much of a, people always say, well, I don't like that fish, it tastes fishy. Well, yeah, what's it supposed to taste like? Fish. So anyway, I think this is about ready here, boys and girls. I'm gonna let this cool off and bring you back when it cools off, and I'll throw an egg in it, and then we're gonna cook a little bit in the skillet and see what it tastes like, and then I can start seasoning from there. All right, back with you. It's cooled down enough that I can test it before I put the egg in it, and if it firms up enough, I may not put an egg in it. I'm just going to cook some on my flat top here. So. Sorry about the noise. I'll bring you back when the flat top's heated up and we don't have to listen to it scream. Alright, back with you. So we'll test a little bit of this. There's lots of extra made, just so you know, because I've got some shrimp. Too much there. Over here, in there. Anyway, I've got some big shrimp that I've butterflied the tails of them, and I'm going to stuff those on another date. This stuff freezes really good. I know that for sure. So what you would be thinking, maybe this is like a crab cake. You would be exactly right. So this has got fish and crawfish and everything else in it. Lots of vegetables and stuff. So I'm going to make these two patties, and once they're cooked, I will taste a little bit of them. Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I don't want to waste those. I think they're going to hold together really good. Well, I'll just build me another one here, and this will be the one I taste. The other two I'll let finish cooking, and I'll freeze those, and we'll do fish burgers, shrimp burgers, crawfish burgers, seafood burgers. How's that? I'll bring you back when they're ready to flip. All right, let's see if these boys are ready to be turned over for their suntan on the other side. And will they hold together long enough? Oh yeah. Let's try the big one here. Oh yeah. There's no egg going to be needed in this. Yeah, I like that suntan right there. This one's got a little bit more to go. I'll make sure they're all done though. Back with you in a minute. All right, let's check these babies out. Oh yeah, they're looking good. Yeah, you really want to be safe, a thermometer. Let's see what it is. It's 200 degrees, that's ready. That's 207, 208. 207, 208, yeah. Boys and girls, those are ready to eat. Let's see what they look like on this other side. Oh yeah, they're looking good. And they're holding together plenty enough for the dressing or stuffing, whatever you want to call it, to go on top of the catfish. No egg needed. I could put an egg in it and make it a little stiffer, but why? More calories, less fat this way, so anyway. We'll pull this baby off here in just a second. But yeah, 200 degrees is plenty safe. I can't remember what it is for fish, but I think it's on here somewhere. I don't know, maybe 160, something like that. All right, let's take these off the burner. Do a test. Yes, I made this cutting board and I'll just eat right off of it. I clean it once a week, and I promised last week to do a video about me cleaning it, but I never got around to it. I will one of these days though. Let's see. Only seasoning is Old Bay that was in the cornbread. And the seasoning that was in the vegetables. Let this cool off a little bit. It's plenty hot enough. And if you're new to the channel and you keep hearing this little tiptoe sound, that's my boy, Big Man, my kitchen helper. He is the guardo of the kitchen, and he loves fish, and he can smell me cooking this fish. All right, let's see if this has cooled down enough. I think I've waited enough time. Can't wait for the taste of it. It's going to be great stuffed on the back of that catfish. Well, shoot. I broke it apart. Let me get a better bite. My goodness. Nothing needed. No salt, no pepper, no hot sauce. You can taste the fish, the shrimp, crawfish. Of course, the crawfish had seasoning in it too, because it was boiled, and it had the fat, where there's a lot of flavor in. So it doesn't need anything, except to get on the top of those big catfish I want to do. All right. Well, I'm going to let this dressing cool off. It'll be a few hours. I'll bring back out the fillets and show you how to do that. It'll be on a different video. I hate for my videos to run long, so be sure and check the next one. Stuffed, no, let's say stuffed, and they're not stuffed. Here, catfish with shrimp, crawfish, and fish dressing, and they'll be broiled. So look for the next video. So good. It's going to be great. A little hamburger bun with iceberg lettuce or shredded cabbage, a little mayo. Yum. Yes, I had the taste of it. You can see the crawfish, the catfish, the shrimp, and the dressing inside. Yum. And it tasted wonderful.